Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'd like to dive into one of Vulnhub machines, which is Finding My Friend. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play on your own. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let's get started. You know, if you can take the suitable exploit, you can get privilege escalated very easily. I'm going to show you when we get there. Okay, so now we can head over to Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. So as you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 193. So I think we can write it down to our notebook. So what shall we do next? We need to conduct port and surf scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already done that before. So now we can get out its result. Let me make the font to be bigger. So as you can see over here, I took the options like scene scan, the default script scan, followed by the virtual scan and full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. From the map scanning results, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3 open ports in total. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the version information. Because we have already put the option of default script scan option, we know that the target doesn't allow anonymous login. The second one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information. Though this version is a bit outdated, I don't think we can find any workable vulnerability. The last one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, Apache 2. So next I'm going to check whether this version is vulnerable or not. Search, exploit, press enter. Although there is one exploit, but this is not what we want, since this is DOS exploit, denial of service. Okay, so what can we do next? We need to enumerate web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser of Firefox to perform manual enumeration first, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter and finding my friends. Angular bracket. So hello, I'm admin. How can I help you? So also, I think I forgot to note down some key discoveries. So the port 21 is running or open, which is running FTP service. Port 22, SSH service. Port 80, HTTP service. Okay, so now let's scroll down. I think there are some talks between two guys, right? So do you have her contact or anything? I don't have anything, but I just know she has one friend named Coco. Maybe we can note down this information because this is a possible username. Okay. Scroll down, but we have already been at the bottom, and then we can check its source code. Scroll down, but nothing here. Next, we can check whether we can access its robots file with command line Q, but it's not found. Next, let me launch Nicto to conduct automatic enumeration. Nicto can give us rich information about the web application, such as the banner information or version information, request header, and image. Oh, we find images directory. Let's access this directory, and there's some pictures. If you want, you can download all of them and take some image analysis techniques to analyze all those pictures to see whether we can find some hidden message. But I'd like to tell you, we cannot get anything back. I mean, from the viewpoint of the penetration. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's launch the gobuster to perform directory enumeration. I use dir as subcommand to perform directory enumeration and specify the URL and word list and then extension options. So now we can press enter. We find this directory, friend. So we can access this directory. Or we find another possible username, John. Scroll down. So nothing else. We can check its source code. Scroll down. We find this comment. We can copy and to decode. Let me open new tab. We can use echo. And we can, of course, then pipe operator. So the output of the previous command would be the input of next command. We can press enter. So we got something back. I think this is a hex, a data we can copy and go to the website of subchef to decode. Subchef. Okay, paste in input box, and we can select operation as hex. From hex, and then we got something back. Capture hunting, and it looks like some kind of credentials. So now we can try to, use this credential to connect to the target. SSH capture an IP address of the target and hunting. It didn't work. So how about FTP? We can try to FTP to the target, and the username is capture, and we can paste its password in here. It does work. Now we can run ls command to list out directory content. The 4 files, we can download all of them. We can use mget command. So we just press enter to download all of them. Next, we need to check whether we can navigate across different locations or different directory. But we got a 550 error. And also we need to check whether we have permission to, it's done, gobuster. And, we can create the file to test whether we have permission to upload, okay? As you know, I always follow some kinds of methodology. So we can use put test, but we got the same error of 550. So now I think we can exit from FTP. Next, we need to, I don't think we downloaded the hidden file. Okay, let me connect it again. Capture and password. So we can copy. Okay, so now I think just now mget command didn't download this picture. We can use get gpg. It's done. Now we can exit. Now we have to have a look at these downloaded files from the target machine. So node. So I have an image, but I'm not able to open it. Can you help me to open it? So, this is a very clear message. What we shall do next. Maybe we need to analyze this picture to extract information. So how about this one? Get me. We can use cat, get me, but some kinds of gibberish data. So now I think we can use a file command. So this is data. Maybe we can change the mode. Get me and then run file command again. So it's data. A bit weird. Anyway, next we can try to, analyze this picture. For example, we can use exif2 and get. Press enter. This exif2 will retrieve all metadata of this picture, but nothing unusual or nothing interesting. Next, we can use steghide to extract hidden message. Get, but we do not have passphrase yet. So now we can use stegsec. We successfully extract a file from this image. We can cut out this file. Again, output is encoded. I think this is some kind of MOS encoding algorithm. We can use the subchef to decode as well. And we can select a MOS. I think it's MOS, right? From MOS code. Oh, we need to remove the hex. And we got something back, output. So I think this should be credentials or another credentials. And maybe, of course, we can check whether we can use this credential to SSH to the target. Okay? Because just now we have already got FTP access. And in many cases, username would be, lowercase. So we can use SSH John. And also, we can try to use lowercase of the password. And again, we can use a little trick to, convert uppercase to lowercase. Okay, Python lower. So we can get its lower version. Okay, so now we can put password here. It does work. Fantastic. Now we can get this is a second flag. Interesting. But where is the first flag? And also we can get its clue. So you need to find which college is she studying. Hint, her brother Pass knows that. Okay, now we can go to home directory and capture. Oh, just now we have already downloaded the first flag. I didn't have a look at this file. Okay, so this is the first flag. So next we need to conduct local enumeration. Honey. But flag 4, at this moment, we do not have permission. About pass. Oh, permission denied. Next, we can run ID. Nothing here. We can run sudo and paste the password, but may not run sudo. Also, we can use find command to find binaries with SUID bit. The type is a file rather than directory, and the permission or privilege is 4000. And I will redirect all error to non-special device or black hole. So here, Also, I think we can upload the linear shell script to conduct automatic enumeration. Okay, let me open new tab, and we can copy from my toSets directory, and we can set up a web server on the Kali Linux to upload. We can use wget linears, and we can make it executable. Okay, run it. In most cases, we need to take advantage of this shell script to make lateral movement or privilege escalation, because it can conduct so comprehensive enumeration from various aspects, such as SUID. We didn't even need to run command, just what I just run. Okay, it's done. Now we can scroll up or scroll back to see whether we can find something interesting. This one, the tar command, and this tar command is located or lives under this directory. I think this is something unusual. Normally, the tar command would be living in the bin directory, right? We can use which tar. Yeah, usually would be under this bin directory. Anyway, we can scroll up. So I think next we can try to use task capability to access some sensitive file what current user cannot access. Okay, so we can copy, because this is read search capability. Now we can continue our scrolling. Cron job processes information. Although there are some kinds of local exploits, but I'm not going to try these local exploits in this video. Okay, so nothing else. So what can we do next? We can go to the GTF Orbim's website to find the instruction on how to use the tar command to put just a shell. Okay, now I think we can do this way. We can try to, retrieve the shadow file. So how to do? We can use of course, we need to take this absolute path. Otherwise, the tar command would be pointed to this default one. Okay, paste it over here, and we can, like shadow tar, and then shadow Okay, it's created. Now, of course, we need to transfer this shadow file. This file contains encrypted password, and we can use the netcat. But in this case, I'd like to set up a web server on the target. So Python 3 is there. So Python 3 http://server module. Now I can open new tab. We can use wget. Press enter. It's done. Now, of course, we need to, get its original file in the shadow. Now we can copy shadow file to current directory. Next, I'm going to use John the Ripper to crack it. Okay? Because I've already made such cracking earlier, so actually the John has cache of password which have already been cracked. So we can use the show option hashes. Oh, sorry, not hashes, shadow. Okay, so here we got some password, the capture, hunting, John, and also this one. So I think we can make lateral movement to another user. So we can switch to, so this should be pass. Okay. Okay, it's successful. Now we can get the third flag, and also we can get the honey. So my home directory might help you. So this is the message left by honey user. Okay, so now we can try to run sudo. As you can see, we can make further lateral movement by this script. So next we can check whether we have a permission to manipulate this script. But current user doesn't have permission to modify this script. So also next I can check whether we can cut out its content. So OS module, zip file. So next maybe I can check whether the OS file or module is vulnerable and the zip file is vulnerable or not. So how to do? We can check whether locate command is there. Locate OS, and we can try to check its permission to see whether we have permission to modify the Python script. Similarly, we can check a zip file, and also we can check its permission. Current user doesn't have permission to modify this module or this file. Module is a file in Python. So also I think we can go to the honey to see whether we can delete this file. Cannot. Operation not permitted. So what's wrong here? What's wrong with this file? This should be, the hint left by the author. We should take advantage of this Python script to make another lateral movement. But so far, we do not have any permission to do that. Backup even has I attribute. So I think we cannot do very much. So actually, we need to take advantage of other way to elevate privilege. Even we do not need to make, after we can get the initial foothold or initial shell, we can use the pkexec, this binary, because this binary has SUID bit. So maybe I can, we can locate, and we can check its permission. As you can see, this is vulnerable because this has SUID bit. So how to elevate privilege by exploiting this binary? And I'd like to give you very suitable exploit here in the GitHub. And you can clone this repository to Kali Linux. I've already done that before. So now I can, here, this one, I can copy this Python script to current directory, and we can set up web server on the Kali Linux. So now we have already got the path. We can navigate to temp directory. We can use wget to upload maybe I need to copy its file name from here. Press enter. It's done, and then we just run it Python 3 because Python 3 is available. So we can Python 3 CVE. Press enter, and we can use default payload. As you can see, we have already become root user. Then we can navigate to root directory. Also, if you want, you can go to home directory of Honey, because this is the last flag lives. We can cut out the flag. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.